When you're building your website, sometimes you have a group of links that you only want to show after another item is clicked. Joomla helps you manage these kinds of groupings. In this video, we will move several menu items underneath another one. To start, let's go to the main menu. You'll notice that we have three similar links, one for ingredients we use, one for ingredient types, and one for a list of fruits. What we'd like to do is move ingredient types and a list of fruits underneath ingredients we use. This way, ingredient types and a list of fruits will remain hidden until we click ingredients we use. Let's set this up. Go to ingredient types and notice the parent item box. We can pick any other existing menu item we want as the parent for this one. Let's pick ingredients we use. Then we'll click Save. Notice that now ingredient types is listed underneath ingredients we use. We'll do the same thing for a list of fruits. Select ingredients we use as the parent item. Click Save. Let's go to the front end now to see how this turned out. Let's go to the home page first. When we click on ingredients we use, the section blog layout display that we created earlier shows. But now, the ingredients types and a list of fruits menu items also display. When you want to add a group of links that are all related to the same page, you can set that page as their parent. When the parent menu item is clicked, those menu items become visible. There are some cases where you will want to change when and how a menu appears on your site. In this video, we will show you how to change your menu's title, move your menu to a different part of the page, and set the access level of your menu. To start, we need to go to Module Manager. Go up to the top of the screen and go to Extensions, and then select Module Manager. From here, we will select Main Menu. If you go to the front end of the website, you'll notice that the title Main Menu is at the top. This is confusing to some of our visitors because we're a restaurant and we're talking about food that's on our actual menu. So let's hide this title. Go back to the back end. On Show Title, click No, and now click Apply. Go back to the front end and click Refresh. Now the title is gone. Let's go back to the back end. We could leave the menu with no title, but that's a little bit confusing. So let's give it a different title and show it. So first, let's set Show Title to Yes, and then set Title to navigate our site. Now click Apply. Go back to the front end, and now click Refresh. Now, the menu is titled Navigate Our Site. Let's go back to the back end. There may be some situations where you don't want to show the menu on your site at all. This may be a case where you have a very simple website that's just one page, and you want to manage it through Joomla, but you don't want to display a menu. To do this, set Enabled to No. Click Apply, and go to the front end, and click Refresh. You'll notice that now the menu no longer displays, but we want it on our site, so we're going to put it back. Go back to the back end. Now set Enabled to Yes. We can also move the menu to another position on the Joomla page. Currently it's set to left. Let's set this to right instead. Now click Apply, and go to the front end. Now click Refresh. You'll notice that now the menu is on the right-hand side of the page. You may also notice that the style is slightly different. Our template is displaying menus differently on the right-hand side of the page than on the left-hand side. We're going to change it back to the left-hand side. Let's go back to the back end. Set Position to Left. If we had more than one menu on the left-hand side of the page, we could set the ordering of the menu. Since we don't, we'll just leave it at 0 for now. Finally, we can also set the access level of the menu. Currently, it's set to public. If we wanted to only display this menu to people who are logged into the site, we could set it to registered. When we do that and click Apply, and when we go to the front end and click Refresh, the menu now doesn't appear because we're not logged into the site. We'll cover site logins in a later video. For now, let's go back to the back end. Since we do wish to display this menu to everyone, let's set it to Public, and click Apply. Now in the front end, when we hit refresh, the menu appears. Let's go back to the back end. When you want to change settings for your menu, you can do so in Joomla's back end. You can change your menu's title, where it appears, and who has access to it. You may have noticed that it says Module at the top. This is because menus are a type of module. A module is a small piece of content you can place anywhere on the Joomla page. We will be covering other modules in greater depth in the next chapter. Sometimes you want to link to an external website from your menu. Other times you have a long menu you want to break up with a visual separator. In this video, we will cover external links and menu separators. Let's go to the main menu in the back end. Now let's click New. You'll notice that we have internal links, external links, and separators. We want to add an external link, so select it. We'll type in Google as the title, and then we'll type in the URL for Google as the link. Now click Save, and go to the front end. When you click Refresh, Google appears at the bottom of the list. Let's go back to the back end. You'll notice that all the links at the top are internal links, and then the link to Google at the bottom is an external link. It would be a good idea for us to separate these links with some sort of a visual separator, so let's add one. Click New, and now select Separator. All we have to enter here is a title. The title will be used as a separator and will not appear as a link in the front end. We will type a series of dashes to use as a separator. Then click Save. You'll notice that the separator appeared at the bottom of the page. This isn't what we want. We want the separator to be between the internal links and the external link to Google. Use the Order Up button to move it up. Now go to the front end. Click Refresh. You'll notice that now the internal links are at the top, there's a separator, and then there's the external link to Google. In addition to internal menu links, there are other items you can place on your menu. When you need to link to another website, use an external link menu item. You may also want to break up long menus using separators.